Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last class we talked about the articles. In today's class we are going to talk about pronouns. Now what are pronouns? Basically pronouns in German, they are known as pronomen. If we go by the definition, pronouns are the words which replaces a noun in a sentence. Now there are three types of pronomen in German. Number 1 or number 1 is Personalpronomen. Number 2 is possessive pronomen, and number 3 is demonstrative pronomen. In today's class, we are going to just cover personal pronomen, and in the upcoming classes, we are going to cover possessive as well as the demonstrative pronomens. So starting with the personal pronouns, if you compare it with English, this is like I, you, he, she, it, which talks about us, okay, as a subject. So in German we have three people, like three person, first person, second person and third person. So we'll start with the first person. So first person is a person who talks about themselves. For example, I am teaching, we are teaching. So for singular, for I, we have ish. Now in some of the countries, or like in some of the regions of Germany, you will find, like for example in Swiss German, people call ish as ich, but in the standard German we call it as ish. And for plural it's we, so we call it as wir. Now it is similar to English ka wir, but we don't say r very prominently. Coming to the second, we have the second person. Now second person is a person to whom we are directly talking to. Okay, so like you are playing very good football. Are you available tomorrow for the meeting? So when you say you both, that you or you both is considered to be the second person. Now here we have informal and formal. So for informal, if you go by the definition, it refers to the section of people whom you already know, and this includes even your parents, your relatives, your neighbors, your friends. And formal is something you have like a relation with your teachers, or the when you talk with your colleagues, with your seniors, with your boss. If you have a professional relation, we talk in the formal tone. Okay, starting with the informal, for you, which is singular, we call it as du, and for plural, which is you both or you all, we call it as ihr. And again here r is not pronounced, okay, it does not have a very prominent sound. Coming to the formal second person, we have sie, and sie for both singular as well as plural, and this sie will always be with a capital S, even in the middle of the sentences or in the questions also. Then comes the third person. Now third person is a person who is not present in the room, but we are talking about that person, about that thing. Okay, so for example, Peter is a very good singer, but he cannot play very good instruments. Okay, so he is not here in the room. I am talking to somebody about Peter. So for singular, we have he, it, she. Now he in German is er, it is S, and she is Z. Now please make a note that this she is with a, like this Z is with a small z, and the plural of he, she, it is they. Now this is also with a small s. The very natural question that will come to you is, now what is the difference between all the four Z's? We have here also, we have here and here. This we are going to learn in the upcoming portions when we are going to talk about the verbs. So in the verbs you will get to know when to use which Z. Coming to, there are some exceptions, and this topic is completely new for the students who are already learning, like who already know English. This is only in German. Now for example, there is a sentence, das ist ein Auto. Das ist ein Auto means this is a car. In the next sentence, when you are going to talk about auto, we are going to say it is red. Okay, now it in German we have just learned, it is S. So hence we are going to say Es ist rot. Rot means red. So ein Auto, which is neutral or neutral. So for neutral nouns, we use es as a pronoun to replace it in the next sentence. Now this is not new. This we have already know, or this we already know from English. The thing which is new here is for the feminine and for the masculine nouns. Like das ist die Blume. Like this is the flower. Okay. Now in the next sentence, flower is a non-living thing. We could have said like it is beautiful, right? And it, we know, we have just learned that it is S. But we are not going to say S here. We are going to say Z. And this Z is third person Z, that is she Z. Why? Because your bloomer is the. In the last section we have talked about the articles, and the stands for feminine. So hence, whenever your noun is feminine and if you want to replace it with a pronoun in the next sentence, you're going to use she. If you literally translate it, it becomes she is beautiful, but in English it is actually it is beautiful. Okay, so feminine nouns will be replaced with Z, neutral nouns will be replaced with S, and the masculine nouns, they are going to be replaced with er, that is he. So das ist der Tisch. This is the table. So table is masculine. In the next sentence, when you want to talk about the table, it is going to be er ist teuer. That means he is expensive. Okay, but it does not make sense when you translate in English. It is like it is expensive. Okay, so to sum it up, when you have there, when you have masculine nouns, you're going to replace it with er as a pronoun. When you have feminine nouns, you're going to replace it with Z as a pronoun, and this Z is she Z, like a small z. And when you have das as a noun, that is neutral, you're going to use only in that case S as a pronoun. I hope everything is clear to you. In case if you have any doubts, you can always ask me in the comment section. See you in the next class. Auf Wiedersehen. Danke.